want your face on your thumbnails, even if you think that it's right. 'Cause if you put your face on your thumbnails, I will haunt your dreams at night. What's up? It is Wednesday, and Wednesday is thumbnail review day. If you haven't been to a thumbnail review before, let me break it down for you. Okay, so we have these two forms. One is for gaming and one is for non-gaming. Oh, apparently I've been signed out, so I'll have to sign back in. But one is for gaming, one is for non-gaming, and if you are a gaming channel, you just fill that form out, put a video link in there, and I will maybe check it out. It just depends. It's randomly drawn, and of course, yeah, you just do it for the channel that applies to you, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, and if it doesn't, I don't know if I can help you, okay? Cool, cool. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday time. It's Wednesday. Somebody says, tell me why I'm not monetized. I don't know. I don't know. If you get drawn, maybe I can pick you, but until then, you're on your own. Quick Google might help, though. Put the video link, y'all. Put the video link. It is crucial that you put the video link, because if you put your channel link, I won't know what thumbnail to look at. And I'll open the channel and then I'll say, you know what? It's not really worth the time to go hunting for thumbnails. I'll just pick the next person. Cool. 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 Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm just checking out. Oh my god. The comments are already awesome. Okay. So, we have a weekly contest on Twitter, and you just submit your thumbnails, and then they pick which thumbnail to that wins, and we get to take a look at it. You get the idea. I don't need to explain it anymore.
Are you looking
So
to
this is the winner for this week. 3 skills to start any IT career. And one sec, I have to put on my gate so my background noise doesn't come through, because sometimes I got crazy neighbors, you know. There we go. They make noise and stuff, and I have a tiny little fan. Okay, so 3 skills to start any IT career. That's what this one is. Let's take a look at the thumbnail. Okay. It's cool. I think it's like really unique. I'm assuming this icon is important here. Level 1. Like, 3 skills to start any IT career. It seems like there's 2 different things going on here, and I'm trying to figure out how we could fix this. First of all, if that's a logo on your thumbnail, like I just sang, get rid of it, please. That's not the way to brand on YouTube. Also, like the face on the thumbnail, when I see a face just kind of like put in there just to have it, it doesn't make sense to me. If it's somebody that's giving advice in their room or studio or whatever, and it's a picture of that, then it makes sense. Or if it's them interacting with something, it makes sense. But this is none of those. This is, you just put your face in there to have it in there. And it's distracting from the point you're trying to make. So the first 2 things I would get rid of is this right here. 3 skills to start any IT career. Alternatively, what I would do is, you see this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. All right. This is the kind of thing that builds trust. You have your face in your room, like you've set your expectation. All right. I'll get back to your thumbnail here in a second, because it is a good thumbnail and it's special and I like it, and we can hone in on that here in a sec. But if you were like building trust, like you are the authority here, even an image like this, by the way, you should put yourself on the left third. You're kind of in the middle, and then this being on the right third, it's kind of like in the way. So if your head was just over here instead, it would be great. You can change that with your camera, or you can just zoom into the footage a little bit and then slide it over. Alternatively, you could just slide it over already and then do a AI generative fill on the edge that's missing, and that's what people call a set extension or whatever. I don't know. It's just AI generative fill to me. But yeah, I guess that's what I would do. Actually, you know what? Let me show you all how to do that real quick. And oh my god, there's so much random Discord stuff in here. Just so people can understand what I'm talking about. Whoa, that didn't work at all. All right, so you've got this this image, and you want the stuff on the right to, the stuff on the right is in the perfect spot. Okay, hold up. Am I sharing my screen correctly? Yeah, there we go. So the stuff on the right was in the perfect spot, like I just showed you. But you are too close to the center, so you would just want to move yourself over here in the footage. But there's a problem. This, like, what do you do with that? Two things you can do. One is, this is like just a random, like, it's gonna fill stuff in that doesn't exist there. Okay, so if you were to do this again, you might want to like move stuff over on that shelf, and then it would just extend the shelf and it would be empty. But just as a general idea, this is how you do a set extension. You just select the area that you want to fill, a little bit of an overlap. That's going to be important here in a second. And then you've got this, okay? It just generative fill, blah. And then when you get rid of this, you have that left over. Now, if you take this as a PNG, you could just like file, export as a PNG, and then you put it over the footage in, like, you move your footage over, and then you put it over that in Premiere or whatever you edit. Then you've got this set extension, as long as like you don't move your arm in front of it. Yeah, you've just changed your studio, basically. And then you've got all this room for all those animations. And just a quick tip, on the edge of this, you're gonna wanna slightly blur it, just so it like fades over a little bit more, because it'll be a hard cut. So something along those lines. But you figure out the way that you want to do it. That's just what I'm talking about when I say set extension. Okay. Anyway, that said, if you had an image like this as your thumbnail, it would work with this little graphic, because you have knowledge that a lot of people don't have. And so when I see physical data link network or whatever, you're providing information that I'm not sure what it is. I have to click to understand it. And so that's a type of graphic that you could put over on the other side. This might be a little too much because it's so many words. You might want to simplify it a little bit. But what the expectation that you're setting is that there's something in this that I don't know yet and I need to learn. Alternatively, you could have this and a couple words, and that would be fine too. Okay, so learn not technet. I don't know what that means. But that could also be something, I guess, you could put in your thumbnail if it's super important. All right, so that's one way that you could build trust. Like, I'm the authority figure, I have something to offer. Here is proof in my thumbnail. Here's me in my studio, and then here is stuff that I'm talking about, and that's a great thumbnail for this type of content. Outside of that, I think that if you could focus on this guy, see, I hope that you understand what I mean by it seems like you're mixing two ideas. Because if I were to change this one, here's how I would do it. I would do the same generative fill. Well, you probably wouldn't have to, because like you got the full image or whatever, but I'm just selecting where I want to extend the image. This is how you do it in Photoshop. There are plenty of other programs that can do this. Okay. And now I have the thumbnail that really sticks out to me. The only problem is, how does this convey your idea? It does, because you've got level 1, and I'm assuming this program or whatever this icon is like for noobs. So there's that. But the problem is it's so small you can't see it. You can't understand it. If you had a way to... this is going to be a little more technical, okay? But let me just... I'm just going to grab them, and I would, like... Sorry, this is going to suck for a second, but let me just colorize and make them blue. And then you could, like... I don't know if you would know how to do this. You could just slowly rewatch the stream and see what I do, but I isolated his image alone. It's, as you can see, I've just got that, and then I put the saturation over it with colorize. But anyway, and then I would take the icon itself, whatever that icon is. Does anybody know what that program is? I'm gonna have to do Google Lens. PowerShell. Okay. So PowerShell icon, PowerShell icon. Come on. Can you paste PNGs in Photoshop again, or is that? Yeah. Okay. But that's not what I want. I need one with actual white in it, and then we're gonna move on. Basically, what I want to do is, I think that's a fake PNG. There we go. What I want to do is just make it bigger to make it understood. So if you made it like that size, right? And I'm just gonna throw it on the shape of his body. That could help, or you could just write the word PowerShell or the word PowerShell and pointing at him or something like that. And of course, you could change up the color. You could remove some, like so. I'm just like coloring on the mask, and yeah. So that could help a little bit to get the idea across. I think if you made that logo bigger somehow, then it would, yeah, it would help. All right. Hopefully that helps you. Those are 2 ideas that I got from your thumbnail, and we're gonna go ahead and move on. Cool? Cool. Everybody cool with that? Are you cool with that? Cool. All right. Photopea is good for this too. Photopea is good for this too. I've heard so many good things about Photopea. One time I went to it just to see how close it was to Photoshop, and it is pretty close. Like, it's slower, you know, but like for free, don't complain, right? So yeah, it's solid. Sweet, cool. Better use vidIQ boost plane to create this kind of thumbnail. I'm using Photoshop, so I'm just Affinity for the win. I think Affinity is solid too. Photopea, Affinity, Photoshop, and Canva. I know Canva does a little. Does Canva do generative fill? Let's check this out. Does Canva do gen fill? I'm just curious. Yeah. Oh, it's Magic Edit. That's right. I have a video where I do a longer Canva tutorial, and I'm pretty sure I use gen fill in it. So, sorry. Give me a sec. I gotta sign into my thing. Open one password here. Bum, bum, ba-da-bow. And need to touch my Titan key. Okay. Keeping them hackers at bay. All right, sweet. GIMP is always getting left out. It has a plugin. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I knew GIMP was still around. I didn't know that they were keeping up with the AI stuff. That's awesome. GIMP was actually the first thing that I learned on back in high school. You know, back when you have to take a horse and buggy to school. Okay, so we are gonna. That was a non-gaming, so we're gonna start with gaming channels. Okay, this is how it works. I just get a random number, and then I type that number in, and that's who gets picked. So it's random, okay? Okay? Bad Dude TV. Oh, Bad Dude TV. Bad Dude YT. Noob Pro. Okay. I like the setup here. There might be a little bit of a contrast issue with the background, because it's both, like, it's the foreground, which is your character, and the noob and pro, and the background are both similar color and similar brightness, that there might not be such a separation. If you look down here, I can't tell that that's a person at all. And then Pro is totally gone. Like, you can sort of see it, but it blends in with the sky too much. So here's a little tip for you. When you're messing with the thumbnail design and stuff like that. By the way, I love that you did their shadow on the house. Like, that attention to detail, that's the stuff that makes this stuff worth it. I love that. Okay, so by the way, the sound waves leaving shadows, that's crazy. So what you got to do is zoom out to like 10% on Photoshop. I'll just show you what I do. So I get it to like this point right here, and if I can't see what's going on, then I know it's not good enough. And sometimes I'll show somebody else, and I'll ask, "Can you understand what's going on in here?" And I'll hold my phone up to them, and they'll, if they have to get closer to look, like, it's just, you know, it's kind of obvious. So just take that however you want. But let's just go ahead and throw yours in here and take a look. I don't know what this game is. PKXD. I've actually never heard of it. Like, I've never heard of anything. KXD. Okay, so it's more like 3D. I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know it was 3D from your images here, but from these I can kind of get it. Maybe it's the shading on it or whatever. All right, so let's drop this in here. That's not what I want. I didn't mean to drop it over the character. One sec, gotta check my Slack. Oh, never mind, that was an old message. All right, so at about 10 to 15%. By the way, in Photoshop, the percentage is down here on the left corner. I can definitely see that Pro is getting lost in the background, and Noob and the background is like the only thing that has great contrast. So here is what I would do. I don't always I don't do this with every thumbnail, by the way. It just so happens that I'm doing it with this one. All right, so you've got your characters, and for anybody that's wondering, I'm working over here. Right now, I just created a layer that has isolated the characters only, and then I'm going to select the letters as well and isolate those just to make things a little easier. So now I've got that. I'm gonna isolate that. This is stuff that you don't necessarily have to know. I just want people to not be confused with what I'm doing. All right, so now that I've isolated those things, first I wanted to show you that if you darken the background a little bit, you will get that separation. Not quite. For some reason, the clouds are not working so great. So it's probably the color that really needs to change. I don't know how to separate this. Okay. All right. So since that's not working for me, what I would do is change the background completely. I would use grass and sky only. Okay. I guess I could just find one real quick to use as an example. Just show all my stuff here. Images. Grass and sky. I know I have landscape stuff. There we go. Oh, there's that one. Okay. Photoshop. Okay, now I know it's not video game look likey, but yeah, you get the idea. So now you have this separation of your character and the words, right? So basically what you want to do in the game is just go find something that has a lot of this negative space so your character can stick out, okay? Do you have in the original? Okay, you have that line. Let me just go ahead and put that. I'll just put a crappy line so you get the idea. Okay, that does not look good. It's because I used a soft brush. There we go. Whatever, That's gonna bug me if I don't center it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we've got this. So for Pro, now it sticks out because it's sort of a different blue. But just to play it safe, I would have added an outline to it. I find your drop shadows annoying, personally. The offset of them, right? But that's just a personal taste. So don't take that. Don't take offense to that. But what I would do here, I can't really get rid of your shadow, so I'm gonna draw it myself. Bow, 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 bow. Are you guys hearing music? I just realized that we've had this issue before. Okay, it looks sort of like Enter Sandman. Whoa, where's my fonts? All my fonts are gone. That's a bummer. I don't even know what to think of that. My fonts are gone. That sucks. Okay. Let's just use a bold italic then. Lame. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, this is what I would do with a drop shadow personally. I kind of keep it a little tight and then closer to the letters. And like, I guess if you wanted to use blue, something like that would help. And then you could just like lighten up the drop shadow. But if I were you, since it's a blue sky, I would use yellow letters because that pops. See how much that pops? Okay, the other thing to consider is, like, when you do a half and half, you've got good and bad. So noob, I guess, would be bad, and the right side would be good. So green means good, red means bad. Typically, that's just an assumption that we make when we see those colors, especially if it's a before and after. Okay, so just something to consider. All right, let's go ahead and move on. And, it's gonna bug me until I figure out what happened with my fonts. Oh, it says library syncing. I don't know. I guess, yeah. I guess that's what I'm waiting on. Anyway, after that, you could add clouds in the background or something like that. I mean, I do like the clouds, but yeah, it's a great idea for the thumbnail. It's just contrast. That was the only problem really right there. Number 68, number 68. Font thief. I'm not a font thief. I get it from Adobe. I'm using Adobe fonts. They just didn't sync up. You're a font thief. Your face is a font face. English prospector. AUR prospector. Okay, got a little pan pun in here. Gold pun. Rain, question mark, versus gold. Let's see how this pans out. Rain versus gold. I guess I don't understand what that means. Like, if you're prospecting in the rain, I guess, but it's, sorry. Is it their name? No. Hold on. I think your title needs work, okay? It's just a little confusing. But the point of this, okay, I see there's probably a storm that happens in this. So I think the way that you've packaged this might be, oh my goodness. You know how much more interesting a single shot of this video is than the thumbnail you made? And it's not against your thumbnail skills. It's a common problem that a lot of people experience. They watch these streams, like the stream I'm doing right now. They go online and they look up YouTube advice, and they see it working for other channels, and they think that they have to apply those same things to their channels. Like, I see people making professional thumbnails in Canva, and that must work for them. That means it must work for me. And what really helps is going and looking in your niche on YouTube and seeing what they show on their thumbnails. And if I'm interested in prospecting or hunting for gold, if you've got a single moment in this video where you've got gold in your pan, dude, that image and an arrow pointing at what you found is like, that's curiosity right there. That makes me want to watch what your video is. But the angle of you versus this guy, and it's like, it seems like a lot of clip art thrown together. It's not what you want. Okay. I don't know a better way to say that, but the angle that you need here, and we can just whip up a thumbnail real quick. Bam. Oh man, I saw it too. No, stop clicking. Okay. All right, there's one, and it's you versus him. So I'm just playing on assumptions here that it's you. I'm probably wrong, but we need a right versus left. Okay. So this would be better if there was more context in the image. I'm just doing this as an example. Okay. You guys know what time it is. I don't have an arrow sound effect. I don't even know what that would sound like. But let's find one. Looks like gold might pop off of that a bit. And since it's like prospecting, we don't need to go... I call this like goofy YouTube-y arrow, but it doesn't... It's sometimes the goofy arrow isn't what you want. Sometimes you want a little more like something like this. You know, like, hey, we're not children on this channel, just so you guys know. Okay, the red looks pretty good, actually. If we could lighten this up to brighten the green or teal or whatever. So I'm just gonna pop up the color. That looks like crap. Why does it do that? I don't like that. Okay. I might have to do an overall. So anyway, with that alone, I guess we could just switch it to yellow. But, well, what's happening? Come on. So like this person found gold, right? You got gold. I'm just adding an outline and a little bit of a drop shadow just for good measure. Lighten that drop shadow up a little bit to make it look like it's on the pan. And cool. All right, so you could put on the left like English or me versus him, something like that, like me, him, and then on the right side, you could have what he what his score was, maybe, right? But make sure you're doing this without giving away like who won. So yeah, this is the angle that I would take this. And then of course, later on in the video, you could see what he found. You could do a shot of, like I said, if you get more context. Okay, this is what I mean by context. You can actually see hands in the pan, and possibly an angle like this that shows a little bit of gold. Like if that's gold, like this is more of the image that I'm talking about. So yeah, I would do a half and half, me and then him on the right side, you on the left, me versus him, and then rain versus gold. Like I think the rain part isn't a part of your package. Like you set it up to be like you guys versus each other, sort of. But if the main point of this video is that it's just you guys hanging out and then you run into an issue, which is what it says in the description, and it's about the storm, then maybe a shot of the storm could help a little bit. Man, it would be awesome if you had a picture of you two prospecting on the ground, and in the background you could like add a storm. Like that would be the ultimate shot, in my opinion. What the hell's going on here? Oh, it's a reflection. Okay, so take with that, or take from that what you will, but you just, like, you need to focus on what draws people to the niche, the type of video that you're making, and this doesn't. It's just a lot of stuff thrown together. Yeah. And like I said before, if you are putting yourself in the thumbnail, it's either because you're the star of the show, which you technically you are, but really prospecting and your finds are the star of the show, possibly. So, like, the star of the show is what's more important. This is the star of the show, technically. But if you're in there, it's cool, right? It makes sense. It's your channel. But yeah, hopefully that helps you a little bit. Just throwing you guys in there, it just doesn't sell as well. This is a really, really great image, by the way. That's the kind of stuff that would make me click. Whoa. Sorry, I just wanted to see this. The Great Scottish Gold Rush. Okay, you know what? This is an outlier for you. By the way, don't do this crap in your intros. Don't ask people to subscribe and like and all that junk in an intro. Give them value. Like, make them want to stay to the end and then ask at the end. Because this'll turn people away faster than you realize. So, can you really find gold nuggets in Scotland? That's great, okay? What caught my eye is actually seeing the gold, and I'm thinking that that's probably a picture from the video. This Highland stuff back here, probably not necessary, but just showing that you had gold, like, it gave me the impression that it's from your video. That's a 53 times outlier according to the vidIQ tool. Like, dude, that's the kind of stuff. Like, pay attention to what's working. That's the good stuff. Okay. Whole lot of value. Whole lot of stuff I just said at you. I'm sorry. All right. Let's, yeah, you are welcome. Okay. I'm glad you were here. Yeah. Yeah. Thumbnails. Yeah. Great. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Keep it up. Of course, go check out, this is actually the first prospecting channel that I've had on here. And, like metal detecting, showing me some treasure you found, or showing me like the payoff, like that's the kind of stuff I would want to click to find out. So yeah man, it's got mad potential. Okay, going back to gaming. Beep 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 dee dee doo. Okay, I like this. This hospital is haunted from the other side. I'm assuming from the other side is the game name. This hospital's haunted. Dude, I wonder... This is so stupid, but I wonder how much better this would perform with an arrow. We joke, right? It's funny. Like, I have a big box of arrows that I pick through, and we call me the arrow guy. But honestly, I don't prefer to have arrows in thumbnails a lot. It's like only when it makes sense, right? And I just wonder how much, like, I wonder if there would be a difference, right? If there was an arrow that would like catch somebody's eye and point at the scary guy in the back. I think that the amount of negative space really helps to focus on what's going on. But yeah, I think it's great without it. I just wonder, right? I just wonder if an arrow pointing at that like would catch somebody's eye to wonder what it's pointing at, and they might take a closer look. Because I think it's a fine... Let's just take a look. I don't know. I think it's a fine thumbnail anyway. Here in a second, I'm going to take a look at the niche itself and just see what other people do. A lot of these horror niches really show Monster Man up front, and that could be what you gotta do, but yeah. I was just wondering, like, watch, like, just do this and see if it becomes an outlier. Like, if it did, I would I don't know what I would think. I don't know if I'd be mad or not, but yeah. Immediately when I see it now, I'm wondering what that arrow is pointing at. Maybe even a thicker arrow. Like, maybe this one's too lengthy. We could always do the YouTube goofy. It's so stupid. We all use it too. I don't know. So dumb. Okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, let's take a look at From the Other Side and see what we got. Ba ba ba. Wait, is that the game name?
Oh my god, yay, woo, excited.
Whoa, this reminded me of when I lived in Germany. Like this window and the green screen, it almost looks like when I first joined vidIQ. Whoops, I accidentally skipped ahead. I'm just kind of scrolling through to see if anything... Dude. Oh my god. Okay. From the Other Side is the game name. I just need to figure out how to put it in there where it actually shows games. So I'll just type From the Other Side game. Ba 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 ba. 3 scary games. I don't know why it's not showing anything. It's called From the Other Side. Oh, maybe it's just because it's super new. 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 4 days ago. Are you kidding? There's only 24 videos about this? That's not right. Can't be. Okay. Well, dude, I don't know what to type to like start seeing the niche, but I would recommend trying to find a scarier thumbnail. I think yours is good, right? By the way, looking from this distance, hold on, let me just mute the playlist for a second. Looking from this distance, you can't see what's going on in that thumbnail. It's just you in a hallway, right? Like, you don't know what that is from this distance. When you look at it up close, it's awesome because it's like, whoa, like there's something back there. But from this distance or from a quick swipe, you're not gonna know. I'd recommend changing it to something like putting scary man up front or scary person up front. That one's really good, this kin dog one, except it's also, the problem is it's also too far away. If it was, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna take his, and just to, as an example, this is a good thumbnail, it just, the composition needs to change a little bit. But this, just a little higher. Yeah. All right. So you've got scary stuff right there. Maybe a little bit more on the left third. And then you've got you reacting over here. That's solid to me. With a little bit of wall at the bottom, it adds enough context that I know it's a drop ceiling. And yeah, I think that that's great. Like if you put yourself here. So I'm not saying use that one like Ken Dog did, but I am saying make sure it's close enough that people see the scary. Okay? All right. Try that. It seems like it's a new game. I don't have much data to go on, but going off of like Friday Night at Freddy's and all that crap, yeah, that's what seems to work. Poppy's Playtime. Show the scary. Make the scary obvious. Make people want to play themselves. They think, whoa, that looks scary. I want to play it too. When you got a dude way back in the back of the hallway that they might not catch, might not make them feel that way. Ba ba ba. Doodly doo, boop boop ba boo. Number 6. Person might not be here. Crash Adrian? Yeah, Crashadrian lifestyle. Crashadrian. I'm not even gonna, I don't know. Maybe I'll learn something new. This rooftop water slide is way bigger than I expected. Why would it be showing
Real-time
Sports Center?
location sharing.
Oh, come on. There's ads on this stuff? I'm not about you guys. I usually have premium on my own personal, but I guess I don't have it activated for the vidIQ account. Okay, give me just a second. I don't want to have to deal with that. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, I got it. All right, this rooftop water slide is way bigger than I expected. Honestly, that's a solid thumbnail. But it's, man, I feel like YouTube is changing in a bit of a weird way, that the further you get away from reality, the less attention, or the more it pushes people away. So while this would be an incredible thumbnail for YouTube 2 years ago, and I think it would have blown up, now it's like showing the water slide itself, I think might be more beneficial, honestly.
If it's your favorite,
The world is just so disingenuous. Dude, this is your freaking thumbnail. Look at this craziness.
auto slide I'm about.
Dude, it almost looks like it's
Which one do
fake.
you love best? As for me, my experience on this.
Dude, this is so crazy. That this POV shot is incredible too. Like, dude, I bet this would kill. Honestly, I bet it would do so well. Just that POV shot right there. I really think that one would do better. I mean, this is a great image, honestly, but this is setting somebody's expectation, and they know it will be met. They'll see that, and they'll know exactly what's going to happen. That said, I would honestly start with this shot. I would have like redone this video and started with a shot, and since it's only at 235 views, I might cut the intro a little bit, or at least add this to the intro. I mean, dude, seriously. Incredible. But it's probably a vlog or something, so like if that's up to you, okay? If I were to make this personally, as somebody that's been doing this for a while, I would have started with this incredible shot and set up that expectation. And I probably would have used it as the thumbnail too. These are also really good shots. This, because it's super high up. I don't understand what's happening right now. That's way too long of a transition, by the way. It's tough to understand what's going on, but that's just my editor pickiness. Dude, this is great too. Like, these are such good images that I would probably A/B test this at this point. Like, this is incredible. Honestly, this makes me excited to see what's going on. Seriously. This one is way better. Like, this, I conquered every water slide. This actually looks like legit, like it's a real water park. I bet this one performed somewhat well. 409 views 1 month ago. Was this, how long ago did you update it? I wonder. Man, that looks real to me. Like, that's legit. I don't know. Okay, real quick, I know that you didn't submit this one, but you putting scared isn't necessarily as interesting as you putting slide number 50, right? Or slide number 20, or however many. Because then people are like, oh, whoa, like that dude, he went on a lot of water slides. I gotta see that. But you feeling scared, it's almost like, duh, right? That's why people ride these things. That's what you do. So, yeah, hopefully these tips helped you a little bit. the more genuine you are with these thumbnails, I think people will find them interesting. I'm wondering what... Why can't I sort by popular? What is going on today? Please stop. Please stop subscribing for a cookie. Please, come on, people. A little bit of originality. Alright, so... This one, I guess, yeah, the one that looks the most real did the best. Because it looks like a screenshot. And then the others do okay. I guess that one's alright, but yeah. The one that looks the most real, it performed the best. So I would try that angle. Okay, yeah, and sorry about commenting on your banner. It's just, I see it everywhere. It makes me, like, jaded about YouTube. I'm tired of seeing stuff that isn't original. Okay, number 26. Like, did you... Like, that image of you holding on to the water slide, like, that is a banner, for sure. Play by Pixels. Claudia, I think I'm making people mad. Hey, this person right here, get rid of him. That's so freaking annoying. Okie doke. Yeah, I'm throwing down the ban hammer. I found room 54. Okay. You don't really have to ban them, by the way. You can time out. Mods, you know what you're doing. I don't know what this is. I found an abandoned house and the horror was inside. Okay. I think that title needs work. It doesn't make me as interested in a game. Like it's almost like you're saying the plot of the game. Like, I found a house and it was scary, and that's the plot of the game. I didn't mean to interact. Let me just take a look here. I guess that's not the best way to look up these games. Room 54. Ooh, okay. Survival gameplay. Alright. That's not good. Interesting that they're using this, this logo. Add-on that ruined my life. Okay. Word survival. 1 month ago. So is it a fairly new game as well? I mean, I don't know why I can't find stuff on games anymore. Like, the search results are just not doing anything anymore. Is it really not that popular? Is that what's going on? Like, nobody's playing it? I'm gonna search it on my personal YouTube and see what happens. Just don't know if something's going on with... Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more results for some reason. Alright, we'll just use mine. I don't know what's going on with the vidIQ account. Alright, room 54. These shots don't look like they're first person for some reason. Where are they getting these shots? Are they the game cover? Like, is it the image of the game, like on Steam or something? I don't know. Doesn't seem like a really popular game, I guess. That's a pretty cool one, that shot. I think really what I would focus on is actual gameplay, because it seems like that's going to be the thing that makes you stick out in this niche. A lot of people are just showing, hey, this is what the cover of the game looks like, and it's boring. Like, show me what's cool about the game visually. Before I even think about getting interested, show me what's cool about it visually. And that takes a screenshot, in my opinion. So, let's go back and see what we got. This doesn't look like a screenshot. It looks more like it was put together. Yeah, okay. Let's go back and take a look at your video now. See what really pops out. By the way, go on to Google and get the logo for it. I think that might help you out a bit. Seeing the amount of zombies or whatever in the horde is kind of scary. Like this, man, such a simple shot would make you stick out from all the others because nobody is doing it. Like, I would go through and find the craziest, coolest, scariest, or funniest shot you got in this game. Yeah, everybody's just using that loading screen. You have an opportunity to stand out, like, immediately. So, I guess just what do you think catches somebody's eye? And as a bonus, if you can point something out in the... Whoa, that was spooky. Where it was like close up with the flashlight. If you can point something out in the game that maybe nobody noticed, with an arrow if you want or whatever, I think that might get people interested as well. Yeah, dude, this is like something around this area, the 615 area, be solid. Man, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, I think that would make people interested. Okay, hopefully that helps you out a little bit. You've got an opportunity to show people what the game's about when nobody else is. So yeah, if you have a thumbnail question, use #question. Cool. All right, good advice. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, for non-gaming channels, there's a non-gaming link. Looks AI. Okay. Pick the wrong game. My thumb is in game apart from the zombie. Don't know what that means. It's probably because I picked the wrong game to pick. Okay, well, either way, hopefully it helped you. Sorry, I don't understand what that means. Number 110, one of the more recent submissions. Photoshopping. Okay, we've got some Finzar style editing. That's what I call it when like somebody uses a body and then puts their profile picture or whatever on the head. I just call that the Finzar style. I see it everywhere. Is what it is. I don't necessarily have a feeling on it. Okay, this is solid. I like this a lot. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I understand this. What? Hold on. I thought it was like, oh, turning movie posters horror. Okay, so right, you got to think about what people are looking for in the Photoshop niche, and what I'm looking for is stuff to make, right? So I want to see you make something so I can make something like it. But if you don't show me the something in the thumbnail, how do I know it's even gonna? How do I know that I want to watch it, right? I understand why. I understand the impulse to blur what you think will create curiosity. Does not work for this niche, in my opinion. I mean, it does, I guess, but I just think it would work so much better if you actually showed what... Like, I don't understand the horror angle in this at all. I think it's a really good idea. It performed really well. I mean, 55 times, 627,000 views. Say what you will, but I just, see, this one is fine because I can understand what's going on in it. Yeah, but I don't get the horror angle at all from the thumbnail. You have to read the title for that. So yeah, you changed that on February 5th. And let's jump back here about... no, this one was going to be consistent all the way through. I think I think honestly the topic and the idea is so cool that it's gonna be watched. But okay, we need to find another channel like this. You're blurring all these things, and that's I would have honestly assumed that it was bad. It would, like, you want to see how you make it, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, if you get far enough away, I guess you can see it. So I don't know. Anyway, since that one did so well, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, this is for improving thumbnails, so if you wanted my opinion on how to improve your viral video thumbnail, I would actually show what you created, but that's just me. Because I want to see how it's done. And there's always the option to actually show the Photoshop UI. So, like, photoshopping. Okay, see. Okay, the point I'm making is I Photoshop people until they noticed, right? And if she had blurred the one on the right, then that's what you're doing. That's like what I would think would turn people off about it, is like not showing what they're actually creating. Photoshopping HDR effect made easy. That's not a good example because it's low views. James Friedman, isn't this you? Or didn't? No, you, hold on. Maybe you were doing, yeah, James Friedman. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're starting a new thing. I feel like you, I don't know. Anyway, this James Friedman clip thing, whoever, actually shows the result there. And I just think that it's one version, or it's one example of several different things I'm doing in this video. We know with James Friedman, you're getting a bunch of different ones, and this is just one example. So, with your video, I don't see why you can't do that as well. Turning Photoshop, or ruining kid movie posters horror, right? Like showing one, I think is fine. But I always tell people don't mess with success. So if you can take my advice or not, it seems to be working for you. And I think what's more important is doubling down on the format that works for you. The moment you switch things up and it starts failing, don't come back and blame me. I would just not take my advice, honestly. But if it were me, I would actually show one example of several examples that are in the video. And yeah, a before and after is probably what I would do. But like I said, don't. Whatever works, it works for you. Like this glow effect, imagine if that right one was blurred. Like, how do I know what I'm getting? You know, that's where my head's at. But I guess yours aren't necessarily tutorials. So I guess that's where I was getting caught up. Okay. All right. Hopefully, what is this? I accidentally submitted for non-gaming. I'm a gaming channel. Well, submit it in gaming, okay? And if I find you in non-gaming, then I'll just ignore it. And that's not an invite for everybody to submit in both, because I'll just ignore it. Okay, just submit in the right one, but it's okay. I do indie horror. Do you think I should put a title in the... Oh, sorry. These are starred. I see what's going on. Question. How can you use a complex background and still make the foreground pop? In my case, the background shows my drinks can collection. So if that's what's important in the video, then why isn't that the foreground? And I feel like you would say something like, well, I'm in the foreground. And so then you have to think, wow, am I really important to put in this or not? Is it about the cans or is it not? So either way, there is a way to do this, and it's sort of like you have some parts of the thing you want to show in the background on the right side where the negative space is. And then if you're in there, then you can kind of start to blur it as you stand out in the foreground. So that would technically be like a half and half, sort of, where the foreground is the background in one area. If the background is so important that it needs to be seen and it looks real busy, then like you have to kind of weigh what's more important, I guess, because that sounds like it should be the foreground to me. If your background is complex and it's not super important, then you need to blur it. Okay, and if the blurring doesn't work, then you can also blur it and darken it, and that's usually what I do. So, like, for instance, my background right now, it's blurred, and that's just my camera doing that, but it helps me stick out in the foreground, and there's just a perfect example of how that works. I always leave my background darker than my foreground, and it's just, this is a live version of whatever that is, so, yeah, hopefully that helps you. The Survivor's Handbook, member for 2 months. Just hit 2K subs the other day. Thank you, vidIQ. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Congrats. Should I completely change my thumbnail for videos getting under a certain number of views? I would just make more videos, honestly. That's what I tell everybody. Like, dwelling on something that's not performing, and honestly, if it's flatlined at a certain point, it doesn't matter what you do, because YouTube is waiting on the next one to get more information about what kind of channel you are. And it's also waiting to see if you're going to be consistent or not. That's what I've been learning ever since I started having some viral videos. So yeah, I honestly, I would just keep uploading. Seriously, don't dwell on the performance of one, because it's only holding you back from the performance of your potential ones. Do AI ruin thumbnails, or is that a personal choice? I'll give you my opinion, and you can do with that what you will. If I see AI used in thumbnails, I don't click the video, because I feel like that sets an expectation that this is crap quality, or this is not a human teaching me anything. I don't even give it a chance, personally. If I come across a channel that it's like a AI voiceover, I leave. So I just think that everybody's going to start feeling that way here in a second. And that's just because of the dead internet theory, honestly. I think that it's just going to be so much AI automation, everybody trying to do faceless automation bullcrap, make money channels. And like, it lacks quality because they can put out so much with quantity. And with AI agents becoming a thing here soon, and it being like public, anybody is going to be able to do that. So in a world where AI kind of dominates the media, the things that stick out are authenticity and genuine human connection. So that kind of relates to thumbnails in the way that the thumbnail, if it shows me AI, I avoid it altogether because of that. That's my personal feeling, okay? I don't represent anybody by saying that besides myself. Sorry, Claudia. When changing a thumbnail after it didn't perform well, will the impressions start to pick back up again? It depends. Like the other person asked, is it worth changing? Think about this, okay? Let me break it down for you. So, you have a video that you put out and the views finally stopped, okay? The next video you put out, YouTube is going to give your previous videos a couple impressions because it thinks, okay, maybe this person likes this video, maybe they'll like this one. And if they like both, then I kind of understand what this channel's about, and I kind of understand what this viewer is about. So I'll start getting more viewers like them and start showing this channel to those viewers and see if that works out. Now, over time, if you don't put out any more content, YouTube is going to stop giving things impressions. It thinks that you're a channel that's just not working on anything. Also, over time, you might get 1 or 2 impressions every now and then. And if your thumbnail has changed between impressions, here's the trickle of impressions that YouTube is giving you. It's giving you one every week. One impression. That's it. And on the third week, you happen to change your thumbnail right before, and that impression actually watched the video. So YouTube's like, wait a second, maybe this video isn't crap. And so it sends 2 more impressions, and then half of those people watched, right? And they stuck around for 3 minutes, and then I was like, all right, maybe I'll give it a few more. And that's how a change in thumbnails can pick a video that's not doing anything back up. But what's more powerful is uploading another video, because it gives YouTube the opportunity to push some impressions over to the next video. All right. Hopefully that helps. The combination of changing your thumbnail and making a new video is like the 1-2 punch in that case. But only do that if you know that the thumbnail sucks. Yeah, I'm doing good today. I'm answering a lot of stuff. Okay. Is it okay to use a border on your thumbnail? I don't see why not. I see a lot of people asking this question. I don't know why it's like if the border's getting in the way of stuff, like if it's such a thick border, then like don't. But I don't know. I see a lot of people using borders as like their branding, and that's fine. That's like not in the way, and honestly, it does help with branding. Like that is one way you can brand on YouTube. It's like one of the easiest ways. And that's without developing your color, style, fonts, all that stuff. Like, yeah. Anyway, to answer your question, I think it's totally fine. I personally don't do it, but some people screw up the border and they put a square border, even though YouTube's videos are shown with beveled edges, or beveled corners. Anyway, yeah. That's that. I think it's fine. How much text is too much text? Think about adding "it's right behind me, isn't it?" for horror. That amount of words is totally fine. I've seen channels use up to 11, 12 words, whatever. I think the best way to answer this question for you is there's a video in the description where I answer the most asked thumbnail questions, and I cover how many words is too many, or what's the right amount of words, or whatever. And I just show a bunch of examples of all of them working, right? It's just that however you can get your point across, that's like what's most important. And so, yeah, don't get caught up on the amount. Make sure you're saying the right thing. And I think that "it's right behind me, isn't it?" like you saying that is totally fine. Let's continue on the reviews. Don't tell vidIQ what to do. I do indie horror. Do you think I should put in the title or in the thumbnail so I can make the title more intriguing? I do indie horror. Do you think I should put title in thumbnail so I can make the title more intriguing? Oh, okay. So you're asking, I have a title and then I have a picture. Should I put some text in the picture that is the title right now, and then I change my title so I have like 2 different types of text going on? And title of game. Oh, the title of game. I see you. It depends. I think the best way to go about this, like, probably, actually, yes. For indie horror, you should. If it's like Minecraft, I don't think it's very necessary. For Roblox, I don't think it's very necessary. Fortnite, whatever. And it's just because those are so popular, right? But you're doing indie horror. I think it's more beneficial for you to use. Make sure to put their logo, right? So like, what was that one, Found 54 or whatever? I guess, yeah. Just like look up the logo of the game and like make it smaller, put it where you want. But like, I think that logo, people connect it, they know what game it is, as long as it's readable. So yeah, that's what I would try to do. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for asking. What if I made a logo that's also an arrow and used it in a thumbnail? I think it's fine. I think like FedEx does it. And if you don't know that FedEx does it, let me show you. I know you're joking because I know who you are, but check it out. In the FedEx logo, no, leave me alone. There's a little arrow, see? Between the E and the X. It's in the negative space. Just a little bonus arrow for you. Everyone who asked what software to use or showed your face on a thumbnail, check. Oh yeah, so that's the most asked thumbnail questions. I don't know. That video didn't perform as well as I think it deserves to perform. I'm not salty about it. I just think that there's a lot of value in that video that a lot of people, I just wish more people saw it. I felt the same way about the Canva video, but eventually it blew up. So who knows? Amazon has an arrow too. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's got the little smile. Jace, you never saw the FedEx arrow? Good. I'm glad I showed you all something. Okay, we're moving on. Cool. All right. I guess what time it is... What time it is? It's 2-second test time. For those of you that don't know what the 2-second test is, it's pretty much the same as the start of this stream, except I show you the thumbnail for 2 seconds and you guess what the video's about. Minecraft. Nailed it already. Yeah, and so let's get started. Okay, we're starting with gaming, I believe, because that was non-gaming, right? Yeah. Yep, that was photoshopping. Okay. Roblox. All right, somebody put their channel name in there, and also they typed it without the @ symbol, and so it doesn't link to their channel. Either way, they didn't send a video. So, hey Peter, you gotta send a video link, bud. Video link, please. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba now. Oh no, I can't do that. Oh, they submitted twice. Okay. What is happening? Every time okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. Like, I would scroll down and it kept changing the page. Okay. You guys ready? This one is gaming, so it's probably about a game of some sort. Here we go. What game is it about? Well. Fortnite. Nailed it. You got it. It's Fortnite. I think. Fortnite montage am back with a rainbow. Nightcrawler by Travis Scott. Fortnite trending viral video for... Oh my god. Okay. This is... Oh man, okay. It's just a lot of stuff that just makes me not interested whatsoever. Okay, so it's just like a CapCut template stuff that they made. Okay, cool. I guess it's fine. I think Fortnite montages, if you go look them up, you'll probably see actual gameplay from Fortnite, and I think that those do better. I think that nobody's gonna click this because they don't visually see Fortnite. That they can read it, but who reads anymore? You know what I mean? Okay, we're moving on to gaming. Or we're moving on to non-gaming, right? Okay, number 93. Okay. This one might be... Okay. All right, you guys go ahead and guess. Puppies. I don't think so. Installing that software, something Windows 10, Windows security, software, Bolt install. Okay, I saw it. Bolt install. Whoa, that's not right. How to install? How to install bolt.diy on Windows guide. Okay. Bolt. Everything that they're showing, I can understand why, but it's too much, right? way too much. All right, everybody's kind of agreeing it's cluttered, it's too busy. Okay, how to install bolt.diy on Windows. That is your title, and under 30 minutes, got it. All right, so we need bolt.diy, an arrow for Windows, and then the word install. That's what you need in this, because all of this right here, not relevant to somebody that doesn't understand what it is. Definitely not the emoji, the guide, doesn't matter. I would just straight up, here, let me just make it for you. Well, not make it for you, but this is kind of what I would do. Installation guide would be totally fine, or whatever. Okay, let's grab the Bolt logo. I guess that's what this is. Pop that up, and then we'll grab the Windows. I don't know if it would be more helpful for you to do like what version of Windows or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. You could probably do a left and right, but yeah, this is like kind of clean. I like it. I like it already. And then I know exactly what arrow I want to use. This one. I don't know. I guess you could use a red arrow. It doesn't matter. Yellow really pops though. And then let's just put a little outer glow on it for fun. What do you think? Make it real glowy. Not that glowy. Okay. Okay, so anyway, yeah, and then I would put install somewhere on there, or installation guide or whatever. And if you want to like make it real poppy, you could put like a grid background or something along those lines. When you do, just a tip for anybody, when you do icons that have a little bit of a glow, grids look really cool. Well, you can see it from here. Everything that glows over a grid, like, really makes it pop. Just the glow. It's a vibe, right? So I was gonna do that, but I don't have to. There's your example right there. Anyway, this right here with the word install or installation guide, I feel it. All right. Alternatively, you could do a Windows background and then Bolt DIY installation guide on it. And people understand what that is. But the background would have to be the classic Windows background, the one with the grass. I guess. Or the one with the, I don't know. Whatever one pops up on Google first. Windows background. Okay, yeah. Or this one, actually, because it's got the logo and everything. So, if you got it on like a desktop sort of vibe, man, you put Bolt installation, whatever, you got the idea. Okay, let's move on back to gaming. Yeah, that's what I would do. What would you guys do? Would you guys do something similar? Number 83. Well, nobody submitted video from the last time. Interesting. They did not. What happened here? It's like they typed their URL, but like they put their channel name instead of the watch. I don't understand what kind of. This is very weird. I mean, I know how to change it, but I'm just gonna show you guys. Okay, never mind. It's not working. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's just move on. Sucks. Sucks for them. Okay. Oh, come on now. Cool. Here we go. You got to get some guesses. Farm sim. Yep, you got it. Farming simulator number 25. So this says lizard is back. I don't know what that means, and I don't know if it's important enough for everybody in the world to care. The kind of thing you want to show is something that makes them care, right? And if you're a smaller channel, the majority of the world doesn't know who Lizard is. So let's take a look at some farming sim thumbnails before we think about what to adjust here. Okay. Ooh, that's clean. All right. I love this. Like this this view of this tractor is awesome. So, gameplay is one option. This is a review. Is yours a review? Because if it is, then like your current thumbnail makes sense if it's a review, because it's more of like a general, here's a picture of the cover or whatever, but it's not a review, it's gameplay. So what I would do is I'd go through here and legendary truck comes to farming simulator. Okay, so you're talking about this truck, but I would probably take an image from your playing or whatever, like, because like this is something that nobody else has, your gameplay. Like, this is unique to you. And you driving through that field is kind of hilarious. So that would, like, dude, just this kind of zoomed in stuff would be such a funny thumbnail, and I feel like it would pop. But yeah, so the legendary truck comes to farming simulator. You're talking about the truck. I would get a picture from your gameplay of this truck in action, maybe up close. I think that there was like a side view that was pretty cool. Or I mean, you were in the cab too. Like that's pretty dope. So yeah, like this is a much better thumbnail in my opinion than the one you have. And you put this lizard thing on there, but that doesn't create curiosity for the general population. You have to put something in there that makes them care. And they care about the legendary truck, right? They care about this truck. So make it about the truck and not yourself. If there's something interesting on the inside of this truck, you could point at it. You could say something, whatever the truck's name is, you could put at the top here as like, this is the truck, or just, I don't know, this truck is legendary. I don't know. You don't even need text. I think that this is interesting enough if you just put Farming Simulator 25 in there. Okay. There's some ideas for you. I hope that helps at least a little bit. I always love the gameplay of farming sims because it looks so relaxing. It makes me relaxed looking at it. Number 40. Uh-oh. Nope. Bummer. Wait, no. Dang it, sorry. Every time I do that, it always skips. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Okay, you guys ready? Ba, ba, ba. Oh god. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Minecraft. Safety meeting complete. Ba ba ba. Har har har. War game. Okay. This isn't a game, so war game. Yeah, because we're doing non-gaming, right? Movie review. I got some quotes from Full Metal Jacket. Car crash. Kill count of a movie. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. All Quiet on the Western Front kill count. Okay. Every kill in All Quiet on the Western Front. Brutal war deaths breakdown. What does that mean? Brutal war deaths breakdown. Yeah, okay, maybe it's an SEO play. Like, here's some brutal war death, I guess, and I'm breaking it down. At first, I thought, who is brutal war death? I was thinking it was a person. But anyway, this isn't about your title, really. So, I guess you've got a kill count, and I'm, like, expecting there to be a number, but there's not, right? What's more interesting here is your actual video. Like, you have a number, right? And then, yeah, I would do a kill number, like kind of like a game, I guess. This is like, yeah, man. I would make it like halfway through. Sorry, I'm not trying to show anything. I would make it about halfway through, so you know it's like 300 or something like that. That there's a lot. Maybe that'll help a little bit. This is just very different. Yeah. It seems like you're having a little bit of toughness packaging this one as well. I can just tell by your removal of the ding sound for something so serious. Okay, yeah, I would maybe put a number in there. It's just so different. I don't know. Are there more videos like this? Like kill count, movie kill counts? I don't know what to search to actually show that. Yeah, there are, and they're from you. Okay, I found one for Thanksgiving. It just says kill count. Postal kill count. Dude, okay, never mind. You know what? I'm thinking of video games, right? Because I think of kill counts. But it seems like just putting kill count works in this case. I don't know. It just says kill count. Carnage count. Kill count. Yeah. There's no numbers on these. I would say that the only thing you could do is make sure that All Quiet on the Western Front is the actual logo of the... I said the All Quiet on the Western Front. I just want to make sure it's the actual logo of the movie. It looks like it. It's close enough anyway. It's got that type of font. And then I guess you could put kill count. I think what would catch me more is using this image right here, because this is the one that you see a lot, but it's not like a kill, right? So I don't know. Maybe trying to split between the one you have and like the most popular image of the movie. That could maybe help. Am I showing it? Yeah, I'm showing it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it seems like you have everything that you actually need in your packaging, though. Not a niche that I knew existed, but now I know. Okay, we're going back to gaming. The more you know. Bling. Okay, we are on gaming. And it's not a normal Fortnite, Minecraft, Brawl Stars, Roblox, Five Nights at Freddy's, Puppy Playtime game. That game count keeps going up and up. Okay, here we go. Ready? Beyblade. Nice. Mario Kart 7. I guess that's it. Game over. Alright, so Mario Kart 7. I guess that's all I understand from the thumbnail. I don't know. Maybe it's a let's play. Let's play Mario Kart 7 together. Deutsch. Okay. Let's take a look at Mario Kart 7 Let's Plays just to see what else is shown. I'm just wondering if they're actually showing gameplay or not. Nope. This person might have gotten there first. Gameplay walkthroughs. There is some gameplay. Part 7, but it's old. See, the game is so old, it's tough to actually know what would work. So, you've got the one that you have right now. It looks fine. I think it looks good. I would also try one with gameplay similar to this, just to see if it performs better. Maybe it does. And a bonus could be that like you do something interesting and you get a screen cap of that, and that's probably what I would try to do. When people pitch me old games, like games that nobody's really playing anymore, I find it tough to give them good advice, because like regardless of what I say, people probably aren't interested, right? So it's a little tough. Like unless you get into the retro realm, Koi Fish, if you're all up in here, shout out. Once you get into the retro realm of older games, then it becomes cool again. So, anyway, let's move on to non-gaming. Calling you old, Derek. I'm probably older than you, man. Well, maybe, I don't know. Thumbnail testing, good, bad, or indifferent. I don't use it. Whoever put that on, their video's unavailable. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. You're 34? I am older than you. Somebody posted, like, not a link. Kindred Spirits, Homemade Plum Jam and Toastar, Indian Silent Vlog, Cottagecore. That's all it says. There's no link. Okay, let's move back. Okay, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. You guys ready? Everybody's talking about ages now. How tall are you? Oh. I'm super tall. I'm like 9 foot tall. I'm so sorry. Why I'm 4? What is it? Okay. What? Everybody's just offering personal information now. Like in Europe, it's 11:33. Okay. Okay. Cool. Anyway, here you go. I'm 4. God. Dog hunting video. Dog. Cute dog. Hunting with dog. Dogumentary. Nice. Dogumentary. Okay. What did we find is what it says. It's hunting with a dog, maybe. Or walking with your dog. I don't know. It's a really good image though. And it's dog centric. That's for sure. Dog found a dead body. Okay. That better be the title if dog TV. Okay. So if this is like dog centric, then I think the thumbnail is perfect, but I took my dog to the secret wood. This is what happened. Interesting find. I don't want to spoil it, but I think I gotta tell you, I think it's fine. Or you could do an image of what the dog found. Like if the thing it found is like at the bottom center, right here, and it's blurred or whatever, or like blacked out with a question mark, and then the dog is up here like looking at it. So it's almost like the camera. you'd have to like make it yourself, right? But here's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. It's tough. It's tough to have me say it. I just got to draw it. So you've got this is gonna be terrible because mouse, but you've got dog with glasses because why not? I don't know. I just don't want to turn this. Okay, and then you have the thing that it found down there, and it's blurred out or whatever, and then maybe an arrow pointing at it. And so, yeah, like if you kind of had an angle like that, that might be worth trying. But honestly, I think what you have is good. I mean, it gives the impression that this is like about the dog, and apparently that's exactly what it is. And I mean, honestly, the image right here definitely sets the expectation that is immediately met. So, yeah, I think this is lovely. I think this is lovely. Okay. Okie doke. We're moving back to gaming. Gaming channels. Number 98. Okie doke. Here we go. Okay. Freddy Night. People, zombies, indie horror. Yeah, indie horror. It's that vibe. Yeah. I guess that's the best way to say it. It is an indie horror. Night Kebab, I guess, is the game name. Is Night Kebab a horror game that's too intense? All right, that's like a title, right? That seems more like a title than something that would make me interested in playing the game. So let's see what the actual title is. Is Night Kebab a horror game that's too intense? Okay. So go ahead and take that out of your thumbnail because there's no point in having it in two places. If it said too intense question mark in your thumbnail, like that's one way to rewrite it, I guess. Let's see what kind of shots you got in here. Oh, like this Night Kebab play settings quit, like too intense right there could work. Like you're showing the menu and it's clear that it's a game. But it's always super cool if there's something that you could scare people with in a thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy, like that would catch my eye, really. This would not. This guy down here, it's like I don't know. There's nothing in here that really catches my eye and makes me wonder what that is, but this does, right? I mean, this I feel like would perform much better than that dog that I drew. So, like so, I would do something like this. And then you could have too intense, something like that in there. You could put it slightly behind his head or whatever. I don't know. You could play around with that, but I feel like that would perform much better than what you've got right now. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. You gotta like brighten it up a little bit just to get the contrast. And you could probably stick them on the right. And then I'm only doing this because it was the first thing I saw, right? You don't have to use this guy. If there's something scarier, I recommend doing that. Okay, apparently that does not give you a logo. Night Kebab game. Oh my god. Here we go. I guess there's not really Night Donor. Interesting. Okay. I guess that's fine. I'll just take that. Whatever. I'm just grabbing the game name. Had I had more time, I would like go ahead and write it myself, but I don't really care enough to do that right now. So you get a little bit of a context of what game it is. That could go down there or whatever, and then you have this guy, and we're gonna isolate him just a little bit so we can make sure that he stands out. Uno momento. And then let's go ahead and put 2 intents with the question mark. 2, or you could actually state it outright if you'd like. That's the kind of thing that you like to do. Are my fonts back? Nope. Man, that sucks. Man, all of them are gone. I don't even know what to type. I blame Adobe, but I guess we could use the actual color. I have to like stretch the font to be what I want. Intents, question mark. Cool. Son of a... Intents, question mark. Okay. Right now I'm just kind of screwing around, so I'll go ahead and move on. But I hope you kind of have the idea of what I was going for. Now it's starting to look more like... Yeah, you could mess around like that, I guess. I don't know. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your support. Oh man. Yeah. I guess if you changed it to Anton, normally I would use Bebas Noi, but Anton would be a squeezy font you could use. I don't know. You could mess around with that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So yeah, when people ask like how long do I spend on thumbnails or how long have I spent, and then I say, well, I've spent anywhere between 20 minutes to 20 hours on a thumbnail before, and they're like, what? That's why I spend so much time screwing around, and if I gotta make something in Blender, that takes a while, but I love making thumbnails. It's just like super relaxing. All right, we're doing non-gaming now. 121. I don't know. I don't remember this channel name, but I feel like I've seen something similar. Anyway, here we go. Bump it down, ba da ba bow. All right, let's get some guesses. ASMR. Brain rot. Okay. ASMR diamond stickies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. We don't have to stick around. So no music, no talking, just real ASMR video. You've said it twice already. Diamond painting yo son or whatever that is. Filling in the 7. Here is the result. Here is it in progress. All right. Woo. Woo-wee. Lots of stuff. Let's break this thing down. Okay. First, I'm just gonna put some X's in here, okay? here is what to remove. That, this, no music, no talking. This is okay, but you might want to just stick it in the description. But I'll leave it because it could be an angle. And then the arrow, get rid of that arrow. Okay, so the result would be, well, the question would be, how do we take the existing assets and turn them into a thumbnail? And so I will show you. Oh, I drew all over it, but the left side could be your halfway through, and the right side could be the finished product. I personally would be more interested in any screen cap that you got where the action is being performed. Okay. This, if you could back it up just a little bit for the thumbnail, that way you have some context about what's going on, where people can see the hand. I think that might help you a little bit. Like, this is a great image to show. And then, like, here, let me just do that. So you've got this image. Whoa, why is it cut off on the right? What just happened? Oh, that's how the video is. Why is the video cut off? What's going on there? I'd recommend fixing that first. I'd also get rid of this diamond painting logo thing down here. Like, you don't need to, okay? I just don't. All right, just leave it in your profile picture. That's the only place that you really need your logo or your cover photo on your channel. People do this a lot, and you might be new, but that's not the way to brand on YouTube. ASMR diamond painting video. I think it's cool. I would probably, yeah, all right. Yeah, let's just use the image that I had. I'd use something like this. I'd bring it out just a little bit more, probably around this size. And I'm going to go ahead and do a gin fill just so you can understand what I'm seeing in my brain. And then we can go from there. Because it's important. Let's go ahead. Well, I don't care about that. Actually, it'll use that context, and I don't want it to. Okie doke. So we're gonna fill this in, and then I would, okay, can't fill, and yeah, I can't do it. Okay, sometimes it does this, and it's because it's making some things that aren't appropriate, and that's not anybody's fault but Adobe. Cool, great. Okay, let's just it might have been because I had it on the wrong layer. Sometimes when you have skin in Adobe, it'll start to generate things that aren't okay, and it'll stop itself, and then it'll say that you didn't follow the guidelines. It's like, oh, we can't generate that. Sorry. It's like I typed forearm. Okay. All right. This is okay. I mean, it's obviously fake, but just to give you the idea. I kind of like the pink, the way that it stands out. So, I don't necessarily like it on that background, but it's okay. Let's see how it feels. A little bit of outline. That would be okay, I guess. You could actually put the no talking whatever that you had. This is kind of cool. The stroke itself could probably just be like a darker pink or purple instead. Like that, and that would kind of fit your vibe. So yeah, that's okay. But the point here is to try to give it a little more context by showing what you're working on. And of course, down here or down here, somewhere where there's negative space, you can put the finished product. Yeah, you could, the finished project. And I think that would help you out. Okay, yeah. It gets the idea across way easier than all of this stuff going on. Hopefully that was easy to understand. Okay. Oh man, yeah. All the people that said yellow, like the text, that was my other idea, was yellow. I was thinking, well, with all this orange and stuff, the yellow would probably pop really well too. And I mean, just as like sampling it, you can see for sure it would be okay. The stroke would have to change, of course, because the purple and yellow don't mix, but like a black would be okay. I just don't know if it necessarily matches her vibe. Even like a lighter orange to match those would be okay, but yeah. Yep, okay. Anyway, the combination of orange and pink could work together too. Okay, where is the thing? Yeah, yellow was my thought too. Oh, I didn't even get to show you what I was saying. Yeah. So that was the yellow version. But I still think that the pink kind of matched her vibe better. But yellow does pop better, so it's up to you. We're doing gaming now. John is the PS thumbnail master. Oh, thanks. Is it time for hashtags now? Oh yeah, I guess we could do that. We'll end it on that then. Everybody, get ready. Are you ready? If you're not, you better get there, okay? We're doing the giveaway tool. Basically, I'm just going to take a look at a couple channels. And we're going to make it hashtag cookies. I saw somebody say cookies. Baltic Lab, you win. Hashtag cookies. Type hashtag cookies, y'all. And I'll take a look at your channel. Possibly, depending on if you get drawn. The first entries, I'm drawing already. Moto Fever Media. Okay. I bet this is about motors. JK. All right. Well, what? I didn't mean to click the video. I just wanted to click their channel. Okay. This one did pretty well. 44,000 views. Blair Carmichael beef in comments. It's legit, man. Story of J-Law. I feel like we saw something similar to this. All right. So when somebody asks, like, are the borders okay? This is what I meant by saying that borders can help with branding, because they have the same border across all their videos. And the people that watch their videos, they know when it's their video now, because after they watch 2 or 3, they know that bright lime green border means that it's Moto Fever. And that just so you know, don't use lime green or bright pink or whatever if it doesn't really match the thing that you're going for. Moto Fever, that is the color of their branding, and it does kind of help in that way. It makes sense. Don't just use a bright color because it sticks out, because sometimes it can backfire, and if it looks bad, then like nobody clicks anyway because it looks so bad. Okay, Moto Fever. This is a lot of text for thumbnails, in my opinion. It looks like you're doing more of like news update stuff. I think personally, like this one right here, team changes and Tomac update. Whatever is the most important thing. Like, I'm not here to promote YouTube drama, but somebody that does this really well is Omni. Okay, Omni, he's like, he covers like YouTube drama and stuff like that. And the way that he titles his stuff is like 2 topics. And he'll separate it with like an X. It's like 2 topics, and then he'll show pictures of those 2 topics and more, right? There's always like an and more, because there's so much more news than the 2 things that he's talking about. So that might be a little beneficial on situations like this, okay? Now, the Tomac update, maybe that was the thing that was most popular, and that it says Tomac out at the top, and maybe people clicked for that, and they didn't even read all this other stuff, okay? The simpler, the better when it comes to thumbnails. SoCal, like, these are great. There's the update. These people know The viewers know who these people are, I'm assuming, and you have it in the title. See, these are simple. Story of J-Law. There's the dude. It's simple. You can see him behind bars. I'm assuming he went to jail or something, right? Like, that is the epitome of conveying the idea. So, yeah, that's all I really gotta say, man. Keep your thumbnails simpler. Focus on 1 or 2 topics. And keep it up, man. You're killing it. Bum bum ba 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 ba. Ice makes music. All right, Ice. This reminds me of. It reminds me of Hocus Pocus. Oh my god, I gotta see that now. Well, that was weird. I'm so sorry, but this guy, he shaved ice into the back of his head. He said, "Call me Ice," and there's ice shaved into the back of his head. Oh my god. Ernie, that was his name. Good stuff. Good old Ernie. Anyway, alright, Ice. Let's see what you got. Ice makes music. And there it is. And it looks like you're doing some bit of distribution, if I'm not mistaken. Nice. Well done. Well done. Just out of curiosity, I'm wondering who you use. Root Note. Got it. Okay. This mindset killed my music ambition. It broke me. This makes music, EDM track. I mean, this is pretty solid. Having like this personal connection is interesting to me. Of course, you've got your other tunes. I don't know if this is technically labeled as an artist channel because your topic, it looks like Root Note sends it to a topic instead of your artist channel. Or maybe you didn't have your artist channel set up, but when you do your distribution, sorry guys, this doesn't apply to most of you. When you do your distribution, I recommend that you figure out how you can send it immediately to this channel and kind of connect it all together. And if Root Note doesn't do that, then go for DistroKid. Yeah, because like some of these things I feel like are here. You've got these EDM tracks or whatever, but then you've got the ones that can be claimed on shorts and YouTube videos and stuff where you could actually add it to your YouTube videos through the content ID. And you kind of want those things to be cohesive, right? Okay, now sorry, I'm also a musician, so like this is more like only music people talk, but let's take a look at your videos now. Okay, solid production work, honestly. Okay, I love it, dude. I mean, you're doing a lot with camera work. All of these things can set. There's a lot of music online, and there's a lot of musicians, and most of them don't have the motivation or the know-how to put themselves out there like you do. And that's something special, because a lot of people just think, I'm gonna put my music through distribution on Spotify, and I'll just keep doing that until one gets big, until one gets famous, until people start using my music in their TikToks or whatever. And that's not the way it works. You need to start setting the standard by getting yourself out there and making your own TikToks. Like, make a part in your song that's like Kendrick's bap 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 bap. Make your song like something that people can use on TikToks. That sort of thing. So it takes what you're doing right now, and that's putting yourself out there. And a lot of artists don't do that, man. This is really, really cool. I gave you a lot. I know a lot of it was more aimed at the music thing, and I apologize to everybody else, but you're well on your way to doing something really, really special. And this motivation stuff, it's killing it right now. And if anybody needs motivation, it's musicians, okay? All right, y'all. All right, that is it for this stream. It is the end of Wednesday's live stream. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next Wednesday.